Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Upon the hearing of my voice this morning, we have so much to give God thanks for. So many people went to bed last night with the dreams and aspiration of getting up this morning and are not numbered among the living. So whatever your situation, whatever your circumstances might be, as long as you're alive, you have much to give God thanks for. Don't forget you can join our WhatsApp group at 876-892-2079. That's 876-892-2079. That's where we put exclusive pictures and videos and things we can speak about on YouTube. We do it over there. Now this morning, we want to bring into focus the situation with the cop who was found in the America smuggling cocaine. Now, according to Loop, Shillian Allen, the 42-year-old Jamaican policewoman, charged with smuggling more than 1,000 grams of cocaine into the United States, have been sentenced to nearly 3 years in prison. The magnitude of the charges, 2 counts, importation of 500 grams or more of cocaine, and possession with intent to distribute 500 grams or more of cocaine, suggested that Allen could have been faced up to 40 years in federal prison if she was convicted. Allen will, however, serve 33 months. The policewoman admitted at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport on a flight from Montego Bay, St. James on February 3 with packages of cocaine in her body cavity and in her bra cups. Allen had 90 pellets of packaged cocaine inside her stomach. The policewoman had more than 1,000 grams of cocaine on or inside her body. As part of her guilty plea, Allen admitted the following. And I don't even gonna read all of what she admitted. But listen, for her to get 33 months for a crime that could take her up to 40 years in prison suggests that some information was passed on to the United States authority. And recently, we saw where the American authorities, along with Jamaican authorities, captured a few smugglers. Now you're wondering if the information Allen gave, I think in 2 of those operations, premises in Montego Bay was also searched, and Kingston. I'm not saying it is Allen's information, but it looks a little bit on the suspicious side, because Allen, after pleading guilty and getting 33 months in prison for charges that could actually had her in prison for 40 years. And then all of a sudden, you see the Jamaican authorities involving United States authorities running in on a few premises. Suggests that some information, the American authorities were working on some information. Well, in this world, I can tell Allen this morning, whatever information she gave, clearly the police, the United States authorities, along with the Jamaican police, might be working on those information. And clearly the American authorities might have felt that the information that was given are prudent and good information for her to get 33 months. Because the authorities in the United States are normally very harsh when it comes on to crime, to acts like these. But for Allen, who gave up her job as a police woman, because she didn't physically give it up, but the fact that she was caught in this, there's absolutely no way she could get back her job. There's no way she could return to Jamaica and be a member of the constabulary force. But clearly, Uncle Sam got quite good, solid information from her for her to get that lesser sentence. It goes to show how serious the American authorities are when it comes down to crimes like these, unlike the Jamaican authorities. But at least for now, she can rest assured that after 33 months, she'll be out. But then again, the way Jamaica is operating these days, when she is deported, which obviously she will she be safe again? That's a very important part, because Jamaica is such riddled with criminality that you'd want to believe that the minute she's deported into Jamaica, cronies of persons who she might have given information on might be looking for her. The next story we want to bring you to is Montego Bay. And Montego Bay is in a world by itself. St. James is a parish by itself. It seems as if in a few months' time, there'll be no more people living in St. James, because the rate these gunmen are going in St. James, people will be vacating the area, and a lot of people will be killed, because these criminals are hell bent on getting rid of all the men and women and children in St. James. We heard at some point that they said they were going to get the crime under control in St. James. We are yet to see that. Now, according to the Jamaica Gleaner, a popular soup vendor who operated in the bus park on Barnett Street, Montego in St. James, has been killed by unknown assailants. Alan Morgan, 55, was found at approximately 5 a.m. Wednesday in the transportation center, which has become a killing field for murderers. He was shot in the head and pronounced dead on arrival at the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The bus park is located few meters from the Barnett Street police station and is also home to a police post. The soupman death brings to 2 the number of persons murdered in the parish in the last 24 hours. Another man was found dead on a road in Point District, Spring Mountain, suffering from gunshot wounds about 6 p.m. Tuesday evening. Police reports identified him as Stephen Hines. How much more people will have to lose their life in Montego Bay? How much more people will have to face these heinous criminals before something can be done to get rid of these criminals? It is time Jamaica reached the point where these criminals are fearful to walk. These criminals should be walking around fearful, but instead they're walking around fearless in our country. Only yesterday, a police constable was shot and injured in Mango Hall, Little London, in Westmoreland. He is currently undergoing treatment at hospital. It is understood he is assigned to the Zone of Special Operation in Norwood, St. James. Commanding officer for the Westmoreland Police Division, Senior Superintendent Wayne Joseph, said the constable was at his home when men rode up on motorcycles and opened fire at him. Now, when these criminals should be pursued rigorously, and when they are pursued, the hangman should be called. It makes no sense we have the hanging on our books and we're not using it. If you're not using it, get rid of it off the books. Every single law we have on the books, we should be making those laws work. These criminals are fearless. They know when they're caught, nobody will give witness. They know when they're caught, nobody will, the human rights group will defend them. They know that they'll be out on the streets in a matter of days. That is why these men consistently do what they do. They know their chances of being caught is minimal. And even if they are caught, they won't face the courts, because nobody will step forward and give evidence against them. And at the rate of what we saw at the Klansman trial, who is going to give evidence against their cronies? Nobody will. So we are right now stuck in an awful bind because persons will be hesitant to sell out their cronies. Persons will be hesitant to give information as it relates to criminality. So the good will have to suffer and live under the scrutiny of criminals. It is difficult for law-abiding citizens to protect themselves. But it's okay for a man who was deported to Jamaica from the United States for illegal drugs and criminality to get 2 gun licenses. But the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica struggle to get any form of gun license from the Firearm Licensing Authority. Jamaica is the place that need a total revamp. And we hope at some point laws will be put in place and we will up the ante on these criminals. And instead of they pushing us, it would be we pushing them out of our country. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, look out for a neighbor, look out for a loved one, look out for the children, and most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.